You are listening to Tech Gumbo on Talk 107.3 FM, WBRP. James Moak's here with me. I'm Haggai Davis, and we're talking Tech Gumbo, and we're going to talk about some of the Microsoft shortcuts, see if people remember the old how to use the keyboard type thing.
Yes, sir. There are some of the new, shortcuts I've been talking about came out with Windows 10, but for us, techies that have been around for a while, from Windows 7, 8, the good thing about it is a lot of them still work from Windows 7 and 8 that we learned then will work in Windows 10. One that I use often is, copy and paste. If you do a Control-C, that's to copy, and then a Control-V to paste, I can still do it that way.
Control X is if you want to delete something and then paste it somewhere else. Oh, I still use that a lot. I mean, that goes back to the Windows XP days. That's not nothing new there. That's a good one. That's an oldie but a goodie. But some of the new stuff, so like in Windows 10, you have virtual desktops now, so that if you want to do one kind of thing, say everything I'm doing is work related, but then I also want to have one that's just home related, so it's an actual different desktop. By hitting Windows, Control, and D, the Windows key, the Control key, and the letter D, it will give you a new virtual desktop so that you've got a whole fresh set of apps. It puts everything that was running to sleep, so they're not using all the resources on the back end of the computer and doing everything that you want to do now on this new virtual desktop. And then if you hit Windows key, Control D, you can flip back and forth between the two desktops.
So one of the things that we've seen back, it probably goes back to XP and even before that, or even problems, I should say, where you're in Outlook or Internet Explorer or whatever program you happen to be working with, all of a sudden you get that not responding, and the program hangs and it just kind of sits there. And, before we used to kind of get a little spinning wheel,
right?
And you'd be like, well, you'd say some things that I can't repeat here, but, you might kick it and unplug it or, something along those lines. But we still have the ability to press Control, Alt, Delete, or also known as the three-finger salute, which is better than the one-finger salute that you might want to give it. But whenever you do that, this works. Like I said, this goes back even then and will work now in Windows 8, 10, right on up the line. But whenever you do that, it'll actually bring up the Task Manager box. And in that Task Manager, you'll see, Internet Explorer, Outlook. You'll see all the programs that you have running right, currently. And it'll actually show you the one that is not responding. And then all you do is highlight it, click End Task, and it'll close that program out. And if it happens to be Internet Explorer, when you reopen it, it'll actually ask if you want to restore your sessions, and it'll bring those things back up for you.
Cool. Another one, and I use this a lot, is the lock screen. So you press the Windows key L. It's like you're going to walk out away from your computer, and you don't want somebody coming in behind you, looking at what's open on your screen, or doing something on your computer that might get you in trouble. You hit Control L, Windows key, you hit the Windows key and L, and that puts your screen into lock mode, so somebody would have to put in your password to get back onto your computer. It's a real nice way to protect yourself, to protect the company, company computer. As you're walking, just got to run down the hall, you're going to a meeting or whatever. Windows L, Windows key and the L.
With everything being online these days, all the way from all your financial information and, training and learning to encyclopedias, which I'm sure a lot of our listeners are, know what those are.
Those big, thick books, right?
Right, that our parents used to have. And I can say that, I've never had to buy a set of those for my kids while they're going to school. It was never a prerequisite, but because everything's online. But a lot of times, I know myself even, I'll find a PDF, maybe it's an article related to technology or accounting or whatever I happen to be looking for, and there's a lot of information within that PDF, and maybe there's a phrase or something that I'm looking at within that PDF, and I want to find it really quick. You can hit F3. The function keys that go across the top of the keyboard, you just hit F3, and that gives you the on-screen search capability. And so I can use it for on web pages. I can use it within, Word documents. I mean, you can use it in pretty much all of your programs to find things. I know I found myself doing it, preparing for the show today, I was looking for something related to Office 365, and man, it brought up all this stuff, and I just said, just show me Office 365, and that's how I was able to find what I needed a lot quicker.
That is such a helpful, that F3, because even just preparing for the show, like you said, I mean, I do so much in that search where I don't have to, try and remember everything. It always helps to just hit the F3. Another really cool thing, if you're trying to search for something out on the web, you hit the Windows key and S, and you can, instead of typing in Google and pulling up a browser or Bing browser or something like that, if you just hit Control S and start searching, type in what you're looking for, and it'll go out and the computer will find it for you. Especially if you're using a Windows 10 computer, it will be Cortana, which will go out and find it for you. And we also have a shortcut for Cortana, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually the Windows key and the C for Cortana. There you go. You got me doing it. I had it all ready. And but Apple has Siri, and Microsoft has Cortana. We've spoken about her on previous shows because Cortana is in Windows. It's on the Windows devices, and it's on your phones as well.
And it's just great. I love Cortana. She's so much fun because, when you Cortana, tell me a joke. I mean, if you're in a bad mood, she'll tell you something funny. I mean, that's what's really cool about it. And if you've got Windows 10, you have the little search bar now. It's down in the toolbar at the bottom of your screen. But even if you were in something else where the screen was covered up and you couldn't see the toolbar, that Windows key C will bring up Cortana for you, and she'll say, "How can I help you?" And that's really cool when the computer is asking you, "How can I help you?" You feel like you're on the Star Trek, on the Enterprise kind of thing. Right. So, what else we have out there? Some of the other really fun ones. The sidebar, if you're looking to have something pushed over to the side, the Windows key H. If you're ever looking to, find something, if you're trying to just if you got a Word document and you can hit Control H if you want to try and replace something. If you're just looking for it, Control G. If you're looking for a keyword, it'll find it. But if you want to actually replace that word, Control H will find every copy of that word, and it'll say, do you want to replace it with this? And so you can put that into each one of them. And those are just a whole bunch of fun little keystrokes on your Microsoft keyboards. Once again, we want to remind everybody you can go to our pulse.techgumbo.net. You can give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, tell us what you think right now. Give us that instant feedback so we know what you think about this show. There's no charge for it. You don't have to put any kind of credit card into it. You could just go to pulse.techgumbo.net, tell us if you're male or female and approximate what age range you're in, and just start voting up and down on it.
And we're also doing as a reminder, we're doing the free copy of Microsoft Office 2013 Professional, a $400 value, and you can register for that by visiting our Facebook page at facebook.com/GulfSouthTech. And today the keyword is smartphone, and we'll draw a winner from everyone that registers and get that out to you.
And that is that is Office Professional 2013. It's the full $400 retail value. It has everything in it in the Microsoft Productivity Suite that you want to use. It has Outlook, has Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote. It even has Access in it, which is, that's the database software, and really, really helpful. So please go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/GulfSouthTech. Smartphone is the word.
And if you need any help with any of this stuff that we're talking about today, you can feel free to call us at our office at 225-216-2169.
Or you can go to our website, which is GulfSouthTech.com. And we are Gulf South Technology Solutions. We're an IT services company working here in Baton Rouge. We've been around for over 10 years. We want to take care of your business IT and IT needs. So once again, you were listening to Tech Gumbo on Talk 107.3 FM, WBRP.